ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Good morning. So let us continue with zero group. Today's topic is structure and hybridization of xenon compound. Structures of xenon compounds. Right. Xenon is the central atom. Its outer electronic configuration is 54. Atomic number is 54. Krypton 36. 4d10. 5s2. 5p6. Right. So the outer electronic configuration is 5s2, 5p6, 5d0. So if I write the ground state electronic configuration, there are no unpaired electrons 5s2, 5p6, 5d0. So in the ground state of xenon there are no unpaired electrons. So if I go to first excited state, one of these electron is excited to higher d orbital. So one of these electron is excited to higher d orbital. In the first excited state there are two unpaired electrons. Xenon combines mostly with fluorine and oxygen. Fluorine and oxygen are more electronegative than xenon. Therefore, when xenon forms compounds with fluorine or oxygen, xenon shows positive oxidation state. So oxidizing agents combine with xenon and forms xenon compounds. In these xenon compounds, xenon shows positive oxidation state because it is less electronegative compared to oxygen and fluorine. So here it has two unpaired electrons. So if it loses these two unpaired electrons, the possible oxidation state is +2. Let us go for second excited state. In second excited state, so one of these paired electron is excited to higher d orbital, so resulting in 4 unpaired electrons. So in second excited state, xenon has 4 unpaired electrons, right? So if it forms a compound in +4 in second excited state, its possible oxidation state is +4. Right. Coming to third excited state. In third excited state, there are 6 unpaired electrons. So possible oxidation state is +6. Still we have one paired electron and empty d orbitals. So we can go for fourth excited state where these electrons are promoted to empty d orbitals. So in fourth excited state we have 8 unpaired electrons. So possible oxidation state is plus 8. So in ground state it is 0. In first excited state 2 unpaired electrons, so plus 2. In second excited state 4 unpaired electrons. In its component it shows plus 4 oxidation state. In third excited state you have 6, it has 6 unpaired electrons, it shows plus 6 oxidation state. In fourth excited state it has 8 unpaired electrons, therefore it can show plus 8 oxidation state. So let us see one by one. XeF2 xenon difluoride. Here xenon forms 2 bonds with fluorine atom, because fluorine is forms only one bond because it requires 1 electron. So there are 2 fluorines require 2 unpaired electrons. In the ground state there are no unpaired electrons. In the first excited state we have 2 unpaired electrons. Therefore in XeF2 xenon must be present in first excited state. So xenon in first excited state. So in first excited state xenon has 2 unpaired electrons. So one fluorine forms one bond. This is bond with fluorine. This is another fluorine. Right. Now how many orbitals are involving? These 3. See 1, 2, 3. 3 lone pairs, 2 bond pairs. So altogether S, P, 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 D. So the hybridization is sp3d. sp3d. Lone pairs plus bond pairs. Lone pairs plus sigma bond pairs. No pi bond. 3 lone pairs plus 2 bond pairs. So sp3d hybridization, that means there are 5 hybridized orbitals. 5 hybridized orbital, the ideal geometry should be trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal. Because of the presence of lone pair, what we get is linear. The structure of XeF2 is linear. Xenon F F the 3 lone pairs occupy right here. The structure is linear, shape is linear, sorry. The bond angle is 180 degrees. Bond angle is 180 degrees. 3 lone pairs, 1, 2, 3. 3 lone pairs occupy equatorial positions. Equatorial positions of trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Trigonal bipyramidal geometry. 2 fluorines, right? They are present, they occupy opposite corners. 3 lone pairs occupy the corners, equatorial positions of trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So the shape is linear, bond angle is 180 degrees, hybridization is sp3d with 3 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs. This is about the structure of XeF2. Right. So let us go for next compound, that is XeF4. XeF4. So so the next structure is XeF4. Xenon forms bonds with 4 fluorine. We know that fluorine forms only one bond. So 4 fluorines require 4 unpaired electrons. If you see the xenon excited state, in ground state 0 unpaired electrons. In the first excited state there are only 2 unpaired electrons, but we require 4 unpaired electrons. Therefore, we have to go for second excited state. In second excited state we have 4 unpaired electrons. So xenon in second excited state in fourth excited state, each fluorine forms a bond. So 4 unpaired electrons, 4 bonds. Now you can see 2 lone pairs, 4 bond pairs. 2 lone pairs, this is one lone pair, another lone pair, right? This is one sigma bond, another sigma bond, another sigma bond, another sigma bond, total 4 sigma bonds. So what is the hybridization? S P P P D D sp3 d2. So the hybridization is sp3 d2, right? 2 lone pairs plus 4 bond pairs. 2 lone pairs, 4 bond pairs. So generally if you have 6 hybridized orbital, the geometry should be octahedral, right? But here you have 2 lone pairs, right? So this is the geometry. Xenon at the center, four fluorines, at the corners of square planar, right? And we have 2 lone pairs, occupying opposite corners. So the shape is square planar. Square planar shape, 2 corners occupying opposite, they are present up in opposite direction. One is above the plane and other one is below the plane. Right. So what is the bond angle? This bond angle will be 90 degrees. Bond angle is 90 degrees. So let us go for next XeF6. So in XeF6, xenon forms bonds with how many fluorine atoms? 6 fluorine atoms. How many fluorine atoms? 6 fluorine atoms. That means xenon should possess 6 unpaired electrons. In the second excited state, there are 4 unpaired electrons. To get 6 unpaired electrons, you have to go for third excited state. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So xenon in third excited state. So what happens? This electron will be promoted to higher energy level, resulting in the formation of two more bonds. So this is the structure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many hybridized orbital? S, P, 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 Px, Py, Pz, d orbitals. So the hybridization is sp3 d3 with one lone pair and 6 bond pairs. All the bond pairs are sigma bonds because fluorine only forms one bond. Right. So the geometry is distorted octahedron. Distorted octahedron or capped octahedron. So going for next compound, that is XeO3. Xenon trioxide XeO3. Here oxygen is divalent. That means oxygen forms either two sigma bonds or one sigma and pi bond with a single atom. See here, oxygen is combining with one central atom, therefore oxygen forms one sigma bond and one pi bond. There are three oxygen. Each oxygen forms one sigma bond and pi bond. For 3 oxygen you will get 3 sigma bonds and 3 pi bonds. That means you require 6 unpaired electrons. So 6 unpaired electrons are present in third excited state. So xenon in third excited state. Third excited state, it has 6 unpaired electrons. First, the electrons present in lower energy orbitals, they are used for sigma bonds. the electrons present in higher energy orbitals are used for pi bonds. So these three, they involve in sigma bonds with oxygen, 3 oxygens, 3 sigma bonds, and they are used in pi bond formation. And you have one lone pair. This is one lone pair. Now, the orbitals which involve in sigma bond and the orbitals which possess lone pair, they undergo hybridization, they intermix to form hybridization because they have spatial orientation, right. But the pi bond electrons, they are present above and below due to lateral overlapping. It is not true overlapping. So we do not consider the electrons, pi electrons in hybridization. So here one lone pair, 3 bond pairs. Therefore, the hybridization becomes S, Px, Py, Pz, S, P, 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 sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. So, the central atom xenon undergoes sp3 hybridization. The pi electrons, right, the pi bond formation takes place by sidewise overlapping. So, it is not considered as a true bond. Therefore, they are not they do not possess any directional characteristics like sigma bond. We do not consider these these bonded electrons for hybridization. So, we have sp3 hybridization for central atom, that is xenon. So, 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair. So, this is 1 sigma bond, another sigma bond, another sigma bond, right, and you have a lone pair, right. So, this is pi bond. Oxygen does not possess any d orbital, it uses only p orbital. Here xenon uses d orbital. So, this is d pi p pi pi bond, d pi p pi pi bond, d pi p pi pi bond. Xenon uses d orbital, oxygen uses p orbital. So, there are 3 d pi p pi pi bonds. How many? 3 d pi p pi pi bond. This is one, this is another one, this is another one. Right. Anyway, so lone pair, they are delocalized on central atom, they do not contribute to the shape. So, this bonded, if you see the 3 sigma bonds, it appears to be pyramidal in shape. So, the shape is pyramidal. And it has 3 d pi p pi bonds. Xenon uses d orbital, oxygen uses p orbital. Hybridization is sp3. It has 3 sigma bonds and 1 lone pair. So, the next compound is XeO4. The next compound is XeO4. So, I am making small changes. So, in XeO4 there are 4 oxygens. 4 oxygens require 4 oxygen forms 4 sigma bonds and 4 pi bonds, because each oxygen is bonded to same central atom. Oxygen is divalent, right. If it bonds to the same central atom, it forms 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond with the same atom. 4 oxygens we have. So, 4 oxygen forms 4 sigma bonds as well as 4 pi bonds with xenon. So, each oxygen requires 2 electrons, 4 oxygen requires 8 unpaired electrons. We have 8 unpaired electrons in which oxidation state? In which excited state? 4th excited state. So, xenon in 4th excited state. In 4th excited state, this electron is excited to higher energy level. So, the lower energy orbitals, the electrons present in lower energy, they are used for sigma bonds. So, 4 oxygens, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, these orbitals, these electrons present in lower energy level, they are used to form sigma bonds, 4 sigma bonds, and here we have 4 pi bonds formed by 4 oxygens. So, 0 lone pairs, only sigma bonds. Therefore, 0 lone pairs, 4 sigma bonds, 4 bond pairs, sigma bonds. Therefore, hybridization is sp3, sp3 hybridization. So, xenon is the central atom. 1, 2, 4 oxygen forms 4 sigma bonds, and each oxygen forms a pi bond. 1, So for pi bond formation, xenon uses d orbital, oxygen do not have any d orbital, so oxygen always uses p orbital. So this pi bond is formed by d pi p pi overlapping, 4 pi bonds, 4 d pi p pi pi bonds. Xenon uses d orbital, oxygen only uses p orbital. So d pi p pi, d pi p pi, d pi p pi, d pi p pi. So you have 4 d pi p pi bonds. Coming to the shape is pyramidal, shape is tetrahedral. Shape is tetrahedral. Right, next molecule. XeO F2. Right, so oxygen fluoride compound, 1 oxygen, 2 fluorines. 2 fluorines require 2 unpaired electrons, 1 oxygen require 2 unpaired electrons. Altogether xenon should possess 4 unpaired electrons. So you have 4 unpaired electrons in second excited state. Xenon in second excited state. Right. So here fluorine uses one is sigma bond, another is pi bond. Right. So hybridization. See here, there is two lone pairs, one bond pair, another bond pair. They are sigma bonds. Now this is one sigma bond and another is pi bond. One sigma bond, another is pi bond. So here hybridization orbitals sp,p,p,d. So what you will get is sp3d hybridization. Now this is pi bond electrons. So this is oxygen uses its p orbital and xenon uses d orbital. So d pi p pi bond. Right. So one lone pair you have, two lone pairs you have plus 3 sigma bonds. Therefore the geometry will be 2 lone pairs, 3 bond pairs. Okay, it is like this: xenon, so xenon uses d orbital, oxygen uses p orbital. Right. So if I join this, will get a triangular shape, triangular plane. So two fluorines are present at opposite corners, one above and below the plane. This is a triangular shape with 2 lone pairs occupying corners of triangle, 2 lone pairs and 1 oxygen. Therefore these do not contribute anything to the shape. So if you see, this is like T shape. Oxygen and 2 lone pairs occupy equatorial position of the triangle, a trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Oxygen atom, 1 oxygen atom, 2 lone pairs occupy equatorial position of TBP, trigonal bipyramidal geometry. TBP, trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Next molecule, XeO2F2. XeO2F2. That means we are adding one more oxygen. So if you add one more oxygen, you require 2 more electrons. So we have to go for third excited state. So what happens in third excited state? one of these electron pair excited to next higher energy level. Next higher energy level. So here one of the fluorine, another fluorine. So oxygen sigma bond, you will get oxygen sigma bond, and these two are pi electrons, pi bonded electrons. So what I can write here is hybridization, one lone pair, 1 2 3 4 bond pairs with 2 pi bond electrons. Now here hybridization sp2p d, sp3d, sp3d with one lone pair, 4 bond pairs, 2 with fluorine atoms, 2 with oxygen atoms, and 2 pi electrons. So xenon, this is one fluorine, another fluorine, oxygen, and here you have lone pair. So this is the pi bond, this is the pi bond. Right. So d pi p pi, oxygen uses p orbital, xenon uses d orbital. 2. So if I join this, you will get a triangle shape. So it's the geometry is trigonal bipyramidal. Because of this lone pair, the shape appears as seesaw. It appears as seesaw. If you see this one, this like tooth of seesaw. So 2 oxygens, 1 lone pair occupy equatorial position of trigonal bipyramidal geometry. 2 oxygens, 1 lone pair occupy equatorial position of trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So if you close this, now this shape is seesaw shape. So coming to the next molecule, that is XeO3F2. XeO3F2. So one more oxygen we are adding. So 3 oxygens require 6, 2 fluorines require 2 electrons, 3 2 is 6, 6 plus 2, 8 electrons. So you have to go for 4th excited state. That means this electron is promoted here. So 2 fluorines, 3 oxygens, 3 pi bonds, 3 pi bonds. Right. So hybridization, 1 2 3 4 5 orbitals you require sp3d, sp3d hybridization. So So 0 lone pairs, 4 bond pairs, sigma bonds. Fluorines occupy the opposite faces, opposite corners. trigonal bipyramidal geometry. Three oxygens occupy three equatorial positions of trigonal bipyramidal geometry. So let us go for next molecule. The next molecule is XeF3 plus. So let us try to understand the meaning of XeF3 plus. Take XeF4, remove F minus. That means xenon loses 1 electron. Xenon possesses 8 electrons. Out of that, it loses 1 electron. So central atom xenon in XeF3 plus possesses only 7 electrons. So I can write like this: XeF4 gives XeF3 plus F minus. So fluorine is taking one of the xenon electrons. So xenon has only 3 electrons, sorry 7 electrons. So out of the 7 electrons, 3 are used for bond formation with fluorine. So xenon in second excited state. Xe plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since there is plus, I am removing 1 electron. It contains 7 electrons. So 3 fluorines forms 3 bond. 1, 2, 3. XeF3 plus. In XeF3 plus, xenon carries, xenon has this positive charge. So ground state it has 8 valence electron. In plus 1 oxidation state, in plus 1 charge, it has to lose 1 electron because that electron is lost to one of the fluorine. So if you consider this as a bonding, so it has 2 lone pairs, 3 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs plus 3 bond pairs. So hybridization is sp3d. sp3d, right. So this is the shape. So it appears to be, what is the shape of this? T shape. One more, XeF5 plus. XeF5 plus. The next molecule is XeF5 plus. So how XeF5 plus is formed? So we take XeF6, remove F minus. So we require 6 unpaired electrons, 6 unpaired electrons plus 6 oxidation state. So you have in third excited state. So one of these electron is promoted to higher energy level. So it looks this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right. So one lone pair, 5 bond pairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bond pairs. So hybridization sp3d2, sp3d2. So coming to the geometry. So geometry is square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. So this is the square, this is the pyramid, you can join them like this. You get a pyramidal shape, square pyramidal. So the next molecule is XeO-F4. So xenon has one bonded to one oxygen, 4 fluorines. So 4 fluorines, 4 unpaired electrons, 1 oxygen require 2 electrons to form 1 sigma and 1 pi bond. So altogether xenon must possess 6 valence electrons. 6 valence electrons are present in third excited state. So xenon in third excited state. One lone pair, 4 fluorines, 1, 2, 3, 4, oxygen forms 1 sigma and 1 pi bond. So S, P, 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 D, D. So hybridization must be sp3d2, 1 lone pair, 5 bond pairs. Xenon so the shape is square pyramidal. Oxygen and lone pairs are present on opposite side. So it looks like square pyramidal. So the next one is XeO2F4. XeO2F4. So we are adding one more oxygen. So that oxygen requires 2 electrons. Therefore, in fourth excited state, this electron is promoted here. 4 fluorines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 oxygen, another oxygen. These 2 electrons are used for pi bonds. So hybridization S, P, 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 D, D, sp3 d2. 0 lone pairs, 6 bond pairs. square. This is pi bond, this is another pi bond, right? So octahedron. Geometry is octahedron, sp3d2 hybridization. So let us study the uses of zero group elements. Helium, it is used to fill balloons. For meteorological observation. So for meteorological observations, right, we use balloons that are filled with helium. Helium is used in gas cooled nuclear reactors as moderator. Gas cooled nuclear reactors. It is used to produce superconducting magnets. So the superconducting magnets, they are used in spectroscopy, NMR spectroscopic instruments, and they are used as diluent for oxygen in diving, sea diving apparatus because of low solubility in blood. So the sea diving persons, when they go deep into the sea, they carry this oxygen cylinder. This oxygen contains, mostly air, it contains nitrogen also. So as they go deep into the water, and once they come to the surface, as they come toward the surface, the pressure decreases. Because of decrease in the pressure, the air, the oxygen that is inhaled by them at the depth, it contains nitrogen. As you come to the surface, the pressure decreases. So as the pressure decreases, the nitrogen will come out from the blood in the form of bubbles, right? So to prevent this, the oxygen that is carried by the sea divers, it is diluted by helium gas. Helium gas has less solubility. So it do not, when they rise to the sea, when they come to the surface, as the pressure decreases, since the solubility is less, it do not cause the bubbling in the blood. So that is why oxygen is diluted with helium gas, because of its low solubility. Helium has low solubility in the blood. So these are the uses of helium. Neon, used in discharge tubes as well as fluorescent tubes. So these fluorescent tubes, they are used for advertising displays, displays for ads or advertising. Display purpose. Sometimes they are used to fill electric bulbs. All neon gases, they are used to fill electric bulbs generally. Like in botanical gardens, even argon is used for metallurgical purpose, to provide inert atmosphere. Mostly this helium, neon, argon gases, particular neon, argon, they are used in botanical gardens. These are some uses. Krypton, xenon have no use, significant uses.